So let's talk about cryptocurrency. For a lot of people, this is way more than just another investment. It feels like a total revolution in how we think about money, about ownership, and about opportunity itself. But just like any new frontier, it is absolutely filled with new kinds of risks.
So, which one is it? Is crypto this incredible financial revolution that's going to change everything? Or is it just a brand new landscape of traps waiting for anyone who's unprepared? Well, the honest answer is, it's kind of both. And whether you succeed or fail really depends on you learning how to tell the difference.
You've got this incredible promise on one hand, real financial empowerment and opportunities we've never seen before. But then, on the other hand, the peril is just as real. We're talking sophisticated scams, powerful emotions like greed, and yeah, the very real risk of total loss. Our whole goal here is to figure out how to walk that line.
So, where do we even begin? Well, we have to start with the foundation. To navigate this new world, you first have to understand what it's even built on. At the very heart of all of this is the blockchain. Now, the easiest way to think of it is like a giant global public notebook that anyone can look at, but nobody can change. Every single transaction is just a new line item, and it's verified by thousands of computers all around the world. What this does is create a system of trust without needing a middleman, like a bank. And this is the real game changer. For the first time in history, technology lets you, the individual, control and send your own value directly to anyone, anywhere in the world, without having to ask for permission. It's a massive transfer of power away from these huge institutions and straight into your hands.
But with great power comes, well, a whole lot of people trying to take it from you. And that brings us to the next leg of our journey, learning to navigate all the traps and all the hype.
And believe me, the landscape is an absolute minefield. You've got Ponzi schemes that just pay old investors with money from new ones until it all collapses. You've got fake exchanges designed just to steal your login info, phishing links, fake airdrops, not to mention pump and dump groups that will hype up some worthless coin just so they can sell it off to unsuspecting buyers like you.
In a world that is just drowning in social media noise and influencers promising you the next 100x coin, this is the one principle you have to remember. Hype is temporary. It's designed to play with your emotions. The truth, the actual real value and use of a project, that's what actually lasts.
So here's the crucial thing to understand. The single biggest trap isn't any one specific scam. No, it's the mindset that makes you fall for them in the first place. It's that dream of getting rich quick, that illusion that success in this world is somehow easy or effortless. That desire is what scammers feed on.
And this brings us to the most important battlefield of all, the one that's inside your own head. If you really want to succeed, you have to master your inner game. And that means learning to control the two most powerful emotions you'll find in any market.
Greed and fear. Greed is fueled by FOMO, right? The fear of missing out. It makes you chase the hype and leads to reckless buying when prices are already high. Then there's fear. It's triggered by those big market dips and widespread panic, and it leads to selling at the absolute bottom. Most people lose money in crypto not because they picked the wrong project, but because they made a decision based on one of these two emotions.
Your goal is to find that space in between, to learn how to operate from a place of emotional balance. You want to make your decisions based on logic, on your own research, not on the market's emotional roller coaster. That right there is where you'll find real sustainable success. Okay, so that all sounds good, but how do you actually do that in the real world? Well, you need the right tools. So let's build your essential security toolkit for this journey.
All right, listen up, because this is maybe the single most important concept to get right. It's called the private key. It is not a password. It is proof of ownership. It's the master key to all your funds on the blockchain. If someone else gets it, they don't just have your login, they have your assets. And there is no forgot my key button you can press to get them back.
And all of this leads to the golden rule, the absolute mantra of crypto security. Not your keys, not your coins. If you're keeping your crypto on a platform where you don't control those private keys, you don't really own it. You're just trusting someone else to hold it for you, which is the very thing crypto was designed to get away from.
This is exactly why your choice of wallet is so critical. A hot wallet, think of that as your everyday billfold. It's online, it's convenient for small, frequent transactions, but it's less secure. A cold wallet, on the other hand, that's like your safe deposit box. It is completely offline, offering the highest level of security for larger amounts that you plan to save for the long term. Most responsible users actually use a combination of both.
So the process is actually super simple, but it is absolutely vital. Step 1, choose a secure wallet where you and only you control the keys. Step 2, when you set it up, you're going to get a recovery phrase, usually 12 or 24 words. Write these down on paper. Never, ever store them online or take a picture of them. And 3, store that piece of paper somewhere secret and safe where no one else can find it. That is your ultimate backup plan.
So when you put all of this together, the technical understanding, the emotional control, and the right security practices, you really transform. You go from being a speculator to becoming a responsible user, which really is the whole purpose of this journey. And this responsibility, it becomes a daily practice. You start by reading and learning before you react to the latest news. You learn to check your portfolio without obsessing over every little price swing. You always use security tools like two-factor authentication. Before every move, you ask yourself, am I doing this based on logic, or is this just emotion talking? And all of that just reinforces the most important habit of all. You never stop learning. Because at the end of the day, in this wild world of digital finance, responsibility isn't just a virtue, it is your shield. Every good habit you build, every bit of knowledge you gain, is another layer of protection for your assets, and just as importantly, for your own peace of mind.
And so, that leaves us with a final question for you to really think about. As you step into this new frontier, who are you going to be? A gambler, just chasing the hype and driven by emotion? Or a guardian, guided by knowledge, by discipline, and by responsibility? The choice is entirely yours.